Hey everybody, in this video we're going to learn how to use SharePoint to create a Pathfinder. Now what is a Pathfinder? A Pathfinder is like an interactive bibliography for students. Pathfinders are made by teachers before a unit of study and is provided to students at the beginning as a starting point for research. It's not a comprehensive list of research, but it helps students to get started in the research process. If you're planning a big research project, then this is what you need to get students started and managing the stress of taking on research. These are some examples of Pathfinders that teachers have created at BWIA. This Pathfinder on weather and water includes a brief introduction, followed by important vocabulary, and there are some TED Ed videos to get students thinking about water. There's also an embedded Quizlet for students to learn about cloud types, and scrolling down you can see some more videos, as well as links to websites. Notice that these website links are shared through relevant images and not just a standard hyperlink. This is to make the page more immersive and interactive for students as they interact with your Pathfinder. This is another example where a teacher has provided 3 different levels of articles from Newsela for students to read, which is an excellent use of Pathfinders for differentiating research based on Lexile level. So how do we begin? Well, first, log into Office and head to SharePoint. Under Sites, find BWA Students. If you don't see it, just search BWA Students at the top, and it will likely be the first option. It's a good idea to bookmark the site for later, because you'll be coming back here quite often. Next, you will see that all teachers have the ability to make changes to the BWA Student SharePoint site. However, please know that this site is maintained by several people, so while you do have the ability to edit it, please refrain from making any changes to the main content. To make a Pathfinder, you'll want to click New in the upper left corner, and then choose Page. From here you have a few options. You can choose blank or visual if you want a template to start with. The visual template looks like this and starts you off with some default content areas. You can change images and text as needed. For this tutorial, we're going to start with a blank template and build the page to our own needs. After clicking New and Page, choose Blank. First, we'll need to name our page. To keep this tutorial themed, we'll go with the theme of oceans. Next, choose a background for your header by clicking the image icon to the left. We can do a quick web search to add a background image. And since we're based in China, you'll notice that some of these sites won't be available, such as Flickr or Wikipedia. So I'm going to head over to Bing and download an image instead. So you can search for your theme, in this case it's oceans, and click Images. Find an image that you like and download it. Afterwards, go back to SharePoint and choose Upload, and then choose Image. From there, choose the image you just downloaded. After it's uploaded, click Add Image, and now you can focus the image by moving the focus icon. And this will help you choose the ideal background for your header. Next, click the Edit button on the left, and you can choose the layout of your header. I personally like the title embedded in the image. Alright, congrats! You've titled your page and added an image, and we're off to a pretty good start. Next, let's add some introductory text to our Pathfinder. We can change this column to a dual column by clicking the plus on the left side and choosing 2 columns. Next, click the plus in the middle of the left column and choose the text option. Here we can add a quick introduction to this unit. Next, on the right, we can embed a video. TED Ed has excellent videos to start units with for provocations. TED Ed does use YouTube for streaming, so students may only have access via VPN while at school. You might also consider uploading the video to Stream. And then after you upload the video to Stream, you can embed it into your SharePoint. When you find a video you like, click the Share button and copy the link. Then go back to SharePoint and click the plus in the middle of the column. Search YouTube. When you see the YouTube app, click it and then paste the link that you just copied. Then click Close. The video will automatically embed in the page. If you don't see it, sometimes the video won't show, but when the page refreshes, it'll be there. So far the page is looking really good. In the next column, let's add a full-size image with a link to this resource. Click the plus in the middle of the column and choose Image. We can search or upload an image, and for this image I want to show an ocean ecosystem. The image will be very big, but we can crop it by double-clicking on the image and dragging the squares on the corners or the sides. Because this image is taking up an entire column, I'm going to drag the top and bottom sides to narrow the image and make it a section divider. When finished, just click the Save button above the image. Now we have a nice section divider that we can add text to. Click the image and then the Edit button. Then turn on Add Text Over Image. A black bar will pop up on the text, and we can add up to 48 characters. This section we'll call Ocean Ecosystems. Next, with the edit box still open, we can add a link to a resource about ocean ecosystems. I'm going to head over to Kiddle.co and choose Kpedia and search for ecosystems. Choose the resources and copy the link, then go back to SharePoint and paste the link in the image settings. Now the image is clickable and will open to a resource about ecosystems that's student-friendly. Now we can continue to build this section using different interactive content. Click the plus on the left and choose 3 columns. I'm going to add 3 PDF resources that are leveled based on students' reading ability. Head over to Newsela and log in with your Microsoft account, then search for a topic. Open the article and choose a Lexile level at the top. I know that my low proficiency students are around 600 Lexile. Next, choose Print and choose Article and Quiz. Then download the PDF. Head back to SharePoint and click the plus button. Choose the file viewer and then upload and choose the PDF. Then choose Add File. The file will now be embedded on our Pathfinder. Now I want my students to know that this particular article is about 600 Lexile, so click the plus again and choose Text. Then add a heading. From the text options, choose Heading. For this, we can choose Heading 3 so it's not too large. Then highlight the text and click Bold. We can then repeat this process for 2 other levels of articles. Next, I want to embed a Quizlet for my students to practice new vocabulary. Head over to Quizlet and search your topic or create your own. On the Quizlet, choose the ellipsis next to the Share button. Then click Embed and choose the Quizlet type that you want to embed. Then click Copy HTML. Head back to SharePoint and click the plus, and then the Embed app. If you don't see it, just search Embed. Paste the embed code that you just copied, and the Quizlet will be embedded in your Pathfinder. Make sure to only embed Quizlets in 2-column or single columns. It doesn't work too well with 3 columns. You can also embed formative assessments using forms. Go to Forms and click New Quiz, create your quiz, and then click Share and Copy Link. Back on SharePoint, click the plus and then Forms. Click Add Existing Form and paste the link that you just copied. Forms like Quizlet also works best in single or 2 columns. If you decide to move any of the content you've created, you can click to the left of the content and drag and drop the content to a new location. Just look for the blue bar to appear to indicate where the content will be placed. You can do the same with entire columns by clicking the plus on the left of the screen and moving columns up or down. When you're finished with your Pathfinder, go to the top right and choose Publish. Don't worry, you can always come back and edit later. Once you've finished with your Pathfinder, you can add it to the Pathfinder page by going to BWIA Students, click on Pathfinders on the main page, and then in the top right, click Edit. Find your subject and grade, and click Add Links. Then copy and paste the link to your Pathfinder page. If you don't see your grade, then click the plus button and search Quick Links. Add a new Quick Link app and label it as the grade that you're trying to add. Then click Add Link and paste the link of your Pathfinder. When you're finished, just click Publish at the top. There's so many tools, as you can see, that you can add to your Pathfinders to get students engaged with interactive content. Feel free to browse all of them and play around with different designs and ways of delivering content to your students. Our library also has ample resources that you can add to your Pathfinder to To access them, go to BWA Student SharePoint and click Library at the top. The Library SharePoint has a comprehensive list of places to conduct research. Click Resources at the top, and then Research. From here, you can browse the research available and also the student-centered learning resources. Add any of these resources to your Pathfinders as links, or link to the tools themselves to get students researching their own information. As always, if you need any support getting started, feel free to reach out. Enjoy creating these new and interactive learning experiences for students using Pathfinders.